Kumusta na ba ang connectivity ng ating mga schools and the access to digital equipment ng ating mga teachers at students? Hi! Welcome to another episode of 15 Minutes with Sir Noni. Today we explore the critical issue of the digital divide in the Philippine education. As technology becomes increasingly essential for learning, many Filipino students still face challenges accessing reliable internet and devices. This gap affects not only academic performance but also future opportunities for millions of young learners. Join us as we discuss the causes, impacts, and potential solutions to bridge this digital divide and create a more inclusive educational system. Now, let us have our discussion on the digital divide in the Philippine education. The digital divide in the Philippine educational system refers to the significant gap between those who have access to digital technologies and reliable internet and those who do not, greatly influencing educational equity and quality across the country. This divide prominently observed between urban and rural areas where urban students generally have better access to high-speed internet, modern digital devices, and enhanced digital literacy compared to their counterparts in rural or underserved regions. This issue is compounded by socio-economic disparities. Families with higher income and better educated parents are more likely to provide their children with internet access and quality devices, giving these students a distinct advantage in adapting to digital learning environments. Now, here are the contributing factors to the digital divide. There are actually several interconnected factors contributing to the digital divide in the Philippines. One of this is infrastructure and connectivity. Many rural areas lack the necessary infrastructure for stable and affordable internet connectivity. The archipelagic nature of the country, which is over 7,000 islands, makes building and maintaining infrastructure costly and logistically challenging. The average internet speed in the Philippines remains relatively slow and expensive compared to our neighboring countries, hindering efficient online learning. Now, another factor is access to devices. A large number of students rely primarily on smartphones, which limit the scope and ease of engaging with educational content compared to laptops and desktops. Some students still use outdated or low-tech gadgets, and small number have no device at all, putting them at severe disadvantage in remote and flexible learning setups. Another factor is economic barriers. Internet access and digital devices often come with significant cost. We know that, including data expenditures that many families cannot afford. Students from low-income households are often compelled to ration usage of or depend on unreliable connections, impeding their ability to participate fully in the online classes. Another is digital literacy and education. So beyond physical access, digital literacy among both educators and students varies widely. Many teachers in rural and disadvantaged areas receive limited training in digital pedagogy, which affects the quality of instruction delivered through digital means. Students without adequate digital skills are less able to navigate online platforms or safely utilize internet resources, further widening educational disparities. Now, what is the impact of this on our educational system? So, this digital divide has a multifaceted negative effects on education in the Philippines. Students lacking adequate access and skills tend to perform poorly compared to peers with better digital resources, perpetuating cycles of inequality and limiting social mobility. Now, during 2019, okay, the COVID-19 pandemic exposed and intensified these challenges as school closures necessitated shifts to online modular or blended learning methods. Many students, especially in rural and impoverished communities, became disconnected from learning due to the inability to access digital platforms or sustain internet connectivity, leading to increased dropout rates and learning loss. Moreover, the divide affects teachers' ability to deliver quality instruction effectively, particularly when resources and professional development are scarce. So this situation hinders the overall progress towards a more inclusive, modernized education system that integrates digital tools as core learning components. However, there are efforts and proposed solutions to this problem. Okay. So addressing the digital divide in the Philippine educational system requires a multi-pronged approach involving government, private sectors, and the community stakeholders. Okay, infrastructure development. Okay, there is a significant investment, okay, that is needed to expand the broadband infrastructure actually. So especially in remote and rural areas, initiatives such as the implementation of satellite internet services like Starlink and government programs like People Connect, which provides free Wi-Fi in public places and schools, aim to improve connectivity across the archipelago. So that is improvement in our infrastructure. And I hope that this improvement in infrastructure will continue. Another is accessibility of devices. So programs that distribute laptops, tablets, and other devices to students and educators can help level the playing field. Expanding such initiative to include students from marginalized communities is crucial to ensure no learner is left behind. Another is digital literacy and training. This is another thing that the government is doing, enhancing digital skills development for our teachers and students through continuous professional development and curricular integration, which is very, very vital. Building competencies in digital tools, online safety, and content creation fosters better engagement and learning outcomes. Another initiative is making the internet and devices affordable through policy support. So reducing the cost of internet services by encouraging more competition among service providers and offering subsidies of data packages for education use will help alleviate economic barriers facing many households. In conclusion, the digital divide in the Philippine educational system remains a pressing challenge that threatens to deepen existing socio-economic inequalities and hamper national development. While progress has been made through various programs and policy reforms, sustained collaborative efforts are essential to providing inclusive, quality education for all Filipino learners in this digital age. This gap not only facilitates better learning outcomes but also prepares a digitally empowered generation capable of participating fully in an increasingly technologically driven society. Thank you for joining us in this important discussion on the digital divide in Philippine education. It's clear that bridging this gap requires collective effort from government, communities, and the private sector. By working together, we can ensure that every student has equal access to the tools and opportunities they need to succeed. Let's continue pushing for a future where education is truly inclusive and accessible for all. Once again, Thank you for joining us on 15 Minutes with Sir Noni. See you!